is so tired. Oh my god, my bed head is insane. Alrighty. I love it so much. Alright, so I got my hair cut a couple days ago, so my hair looks a little bit different, and then I just got an ear tattoo. So this is the tattoo. It's the faces of the moon, the star. Honestly, like the best tattooing experience that I think I've ever experienced. Like, I've gone into so many tattoo shops before and like not felt safe around the artist because, like, I don't know, some tattoo shops are just so hit or miss, but the artist that I just saw made me feel so safe. They were so attentive. I don't actually know their pronouns. I should double check that, but they were so attentive, like so kind, so loving. So like, I don't know, I just felt so safe, and I'm so happy like with the actual tattoo. Like, oh, it just looks so sick. The best thing in the world. Best thing. I was sitting at home and I thought, why not come ghost hunting? But yeah, I have snacks. God, the locals probably think I'm so fucking weird. Like, people know my car, and I'm always parked in front of these cemeteries with my phone on my dash. And there's only so many local cemeteries in the area, so like, at some point they're probably like, what the fuck are they doing? Anyways, one thing that I've been really struggling with lately, I don't know if it's because it's winter, but I've just been really struggling with boredom lately. Like, I'm just so bored all of the time, and nothing can kind of appease that boredom. Like, watching a TV show, watching a movie, I'm still bored, and my brain is always wanting to be doing something else. So if I have a TV show on or a movie on, my brain's always like, what else could we be doing? Like, could we be on our phone? Could we be like, why am I speaking in third person? Anyways, my brain just doesn't seem happy just doing one thing. And nothing is satisfying that boredom feeling, like nothing. I've done drawing. I've started working out again. I've been reading. I read 5 books in January, which is bizarre. That's a lot of books. And on top of that, I was working all of my jobs. I don't know how I had time for that, but I made time, I guess. Yeah, nothing. I'm just really bored lately. It's like my dopamine receptors just stopped working or something. I don't know. I really don't know. So instead of sitting in my bed, just kind of doom scrolling on TikTok, I thought I would come and ghost hunt at this cemetery for my vlog, like a little ghost hunt vlog. So if you have come to my channel before, you know that I set up the K2, which is an EMF detector, which electromagnetic frequency, it can tell if there's ghosts nearby, supposedly. I'm gonna set that up on the chair, and then at the same time, we're also gonna put my flashlight on the chair. Yeah, I've investigated this cemetery before. Had some pretty interesting experiences here. In fact, probably like some of my craziest hauntings have kind of stemmed from the not so good energy at the cemetery, but there's also really good spirits here. I don't want to like give this cemetery a bad name. Not that you guys know where I am, because I would be doxing myself. Shall we begin? I guess we'll do like a little investigation and then... Oh, the flashlight's on. Hi, welcome and thank you for turning the flashlight on. I'm just going to touch it. Did it turn off as soon as my hand went towards it? That's crazy. Hi, thank you for turning the flashlight on. All right, yeah, you're doing amazing. I see you're turning the flashlight on. Does that mean that you would like to talk and communicate today? Can you turn it off if yes? Perfect. Good job. So, I have a thing here called the spirit box. It's where you can kind of actually speak through it and speak words. Do you want to communicate through this? Can you turn the flashlight on if yes? The energy feels feminine at the moment. I'm not gonna fully start channeling yet. Intuitively, Jesus Christ, Sarah, that thing is $200. Okay, yes, you do want to communicate through the spirit box. All right, awesome. So I'm gonna turn it on. You can also turn this K2 on by going up to it, tapping it. Although I feel like whoever you are, you may not be comfortable going in front of me, so I'm gonna put it by the flashlight. You're doing amazing, turning it on and off. Like I said, the energy feels feminine, like an older lady, but I did just have a private off-camera conversation with the spirit, and I asked them if they know what YouTube is and what television is, and they didn't, but they knew what film and movies are. So it does feel like an older lady, but before television. I know YouTube is quite recent, like 2000s recent, but TV shows are not recent. If there are any spirits here who want to communicate, you can communicate through the spirit box or come turn the flashlight on and off. Yeah. Thank you for communicating with me. I see you turning the flashlight on. That's awesome. Do you like coffee? No? Lots of noises going on in the back of my car right now, like taps and knocks. Can you tell me through the spirit box how many fingers I'm holding up? Three. Yeah. 3. Correct. Okay, cool. Yeah. Awesome. Good job. That was sick. Okay. Just based off of what I'm feeling, there is a bunch of spirits here. There's a younger woman or like an older woman, or it could be the same woman, and she is presenting herself as young and old. And then I feel a man, and I feel like a family, like maybe there's a family burial plot here, which I know there are at least a couple of spouses who are buried together at the cemetery. Someone's behind me. Like a very overwhelming presence. Someone's standing behind me. So if any of you guys would like to step forward and communicate, can you tell me your names? Time to put the gay hoodie on. Oh my god, what the fuck? So, I've been doing a lot of reading in 2025 because the book talk community got to me. I hate social media because it turns our hobbies into competition and the things that we're supposed to just do for fun, and we're supposed to do because we enjoy them, it turns it into like this weird competitive, I don't even know. And what sucks about that is it gets me. It really gets me, because I will go on TikTok and I will see like someone posting about how many books they've read that month, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a slow reader. I need to read more. I need to do this. I need to do that. And like, I really just let it get to me. I really just spiral quite easily. Not even necessarily spiraling. I feed it, whatever, it gets to me. So before 2025 even started, I like went on Goodreads and I set my goal for 2025 for 50 books to be read, which is stupid, especially because I have work and other things going on. So yeah, I put that goal down to 20, which I am a quarter way through. So in January, I read 5 books, and I just finished my first book of February, called The After Dark. It's sapphic horror, I believe YA. It's young adult, which I don't typically read young adult because I personally enjoy books when I can relate to the characters, and I have a hard time relating to younger characters. Although one of my favorite series on this planet is technically YA, it's the Locked Tomb series by Tamsin Muir, and Harrow and Gideon are 18, 19 in the series, but that's my exception for YA, because I would tattoo that series onto my body. I love it so much. But anyways, as someone, I don't read horror a lot. In fact, the other day I read my first dark romance novella. That was interesting. It's not what I'm used to reading, so it was kind of like a culture shock to me. Anyways, it was good. Let me explain the book. First off, I give this shit 5 out of 5 stars. Such a good book. The setting of the book is, I'll just explain it to you, okay? So it's in the Pacific Northwest, Vancouver Island. So picture ferns, picture like a Canadian rainforest. So like a very lush, mossy, ferny forest with the old growth trees. Right by the ocean, and there's mountains as well, okay? Right off the bat. But the forest is spooky. There's something about it that just draws you in. But it's forbidden. You can't go into the forest. And alongside the edge of the forest is a boarding school, a very elusive, prestigious, secretive boarding school. It's a big secret, but lots of famous people are alumni of this boarding school, and the 2 main characters go to this boarding school. That's the tone. It's just like this dark academia, tropical Pacific Northwest, forest by the ocean. It's so perfect. Like, honestly, for getting into horror, like, I don't read horror a lot, but getting into it, this was perfect. Like, this fed my soul in all the right places. The main characters are Evie, which is her, and then Holland, which is her. Beautiful. They're so cute. And it switches POVs in first person, which I really liked, because you can, first person in horror I like because you get to know what they're thinking and you get to know how they're feeling, whereas if it's in second or third person, you don't really get to know how they think or feel. So it switches point of views between these 2 girls, and it kind of follows them on a potential budding romance. I won't say any more, but it's so good. It's so good. Like, I don't want to say any more because if I say any more, I'll spoil the book, but 5 out of 5 stars. I would rate it a 5 out of 5 because the whole time I was just completely engulfed in the story and I couldn't put the book down. I was up until 2 a.m. for 2 nights reading it. I finished it in 2 days, which is really quick for me. Typically it takes me like a week to finish a book, especially one of this size. So yeah, that's my first read of February. And my second read of February, drumroll please, Onyx Storm, which is the 3rd book in the Empyrean, I think it's called, the Empyrean series. Think Hogwarts, but instead of wizards, it's dragon riders. Very spicy, very romantic. Yeah, the third book in the series, and I haven't started it yet because I'm going to British Columbia I'm going to the Pacific Northwest to see my friend next week, so we're gonna read it together when I go see her because she also has it. Look at the sprayed edges. It's so beautiful. You have like Andarna, Ternanark. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Don't quote me on that. I might read another book before I start this one. I do have one book that I could start. It's actually called The Lovers. And to my understanding, it's about a tarot reader who gets hired to go read tarot at a wedding in Joshua Tree, and then she meets someone else who's working the wedding, and then gay stuff happens. And I'm a psychic tarot reader, and I'm also gay, so I was like, this is right up my alley. Like I said, I'm an easy person to please. So I think I might read this because it's only like 300 pages. And also on the front page it says, an ethereal, delightful read by Ashley Herring Blake. And Ashley Herring Blake has written some of my favorite sapphic books, such as Delilah Green Doesn't Care, Ashford Parker Doesn't Fail. So I think I'm gonna read this, and then by February 15th, I'll have read 2 books in February, which is already ahead of my goal. And then I'm hoping I can finish Onyx Storm by the end of February. So that's my little reading update. This vlog is quite chaotic. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flippity flip. See ya.